And we are live. Welcome, everybody. So glad you could join us. We are live. I'm going to share the link on the Discord server. And okay, so I have something to say here. We are gonna try this again. And I hate to do that. I have deliberated much about this, and I have ultimately come to the conclusion that it was, first of all, not wise for me to continue playing with that mod. That it was great when I used to play with it. However, there is a horrible bug. You have this good that people demand, and it's called civilian arms, and you cannot build factories that produce it. So, yeah. So you constantly have this unfulfilled demand. Second of all, the right to bear arms thing, I don't know if we really needed that for this playthrough. So we're just going to be playing totally vanilla Vicky 3. And that's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to be restarting. And here's the other thing. I didn't know about the subject, Liberty Desire, the whole mechanic. So we can start from the get-go getting less dependent on Qing. So first of all, we need to reduce our economic increase our economic independence. We are dependent on them for luxury furniture, paper, wood, tea, luxury clothes. All right. So we, of course, start out with an amazing budget surplus. Would they accept? Oh, they still actually like us. So we can actually request control over our own market. Let's control this. Let's control our own market. All right. Hey, there we go. So we're actually losing less. Oh, maybe they're. Why is it being reduced now? Maybe it just shows up as here. Okay, whatever. Let's reduce our economic dependence on them. We need wood. Wood needed. Let's take a look at. This is still part of the Qing market. I don't understand this. So why? What was the purpose of me getting market control? All right, wood. Local prices. So it is most expensive in Hansong, so we need to build some logging camps in Hansong. Boom. We definitely need bureaucracy. We are losing so much money from tax waste. We don't have enough. Now, as far as government, let's come out swinging, okay? Let's just come out swinging. Right out the gate. Let's get, hold on, So changing away from peasant levies is definitely a good idea. Let's try it. That's something that actually I don't think the Yangban really dislike that much. Yeah, they're kind of okay with it. They don't like it, right? They dislike it, but they're not gonna revolt over it. And the armed forces love it, of course. So this is yeah, this is good. We need to go for professional army right now. We need to start modernizing the army. We already have low taxes. Let's tax services. Good. All right. Interest groups, we've got political movements, we've got Korean supremacist movement. I want to bolster that. They don't like cultural exclusion, and they don't like no migration controls. So let us go for soon we can go for this. We need the petite bourgeoisie in power, which of course I don't want to do yet, but I want to just see what the government would look like. 74. Okay. But we are reducing our economic dependence on Qing. We are still losing Liberty Desire, which I don't like. We can request knowledge sharing. Let's actually do this. This is going to increase tech spread. Refused. Oh, our liberty desire is, or our relations are normal. Neutral. I don't want them to support my regime. Let's improve relations. Jacob says, so glad I don't have to see Yellow JOSEON anymore. Yeah, seriously, look, we're gonna try and do better this time. I really feel bad that we have to redo it, but I think that's the only way. I think we basically have no choice. We're gonna do better this time. We are definitely gonna do better. And I was even looking at our GDP per capita, and it was even worse than Japan. We got 0.21. What does Japan have? 0.34 right now. Okay, so we're lower than Japan right now, but you know what? We have to get better. We have to try this and do better. Iron frame buildings. Also, who in Paradox thought Shogun Japan should be a nasty green color? I don't know. I feel like they should be red. And to be honest, so like I said, I work overnights, and my monitor is constantly on nightlight mode. And so, on my monitor, the color of Chosun and the Japanese shogunate actually look the same, almost. Should be a nice Shinshin-gumi blue. Well, the thing about it is Chosun is also blue, so that might be a challenge there. Now, we do have the iron frame buildings, which means we are going to be short on iron, I bet. Tools are expensive. Let's go for maintain single crop on these rice farms. Do we have any coal mines? We have iron mines. We don't have any coal mines. That's lead. Coal and coal, yeah. Okay, we really have to develop our resources. This iron mine is fully employed, and it's actually losing money. We could increase its profitability by increasing demand for iron, which we could do if we built some tooling workshops. Here it is. Also, it's nice that if you play it right, you can advance faster into modernity than Japan as Korea. Yes, I agree. That is nice. That is definitely a nice feature of Victoria 3. I played Victoria 2 before, and there's so much wrong with that game. There's so much wrong with that game. Alright, who do we want to improve relations with? Russia. Russia's protective. We can actually spend some of our influence. Orta Zoos. They're in the Russian market. What do we got as far as markets? Trade? Trade. So we got the Russian market. We are in the Qing market. We got the Japanese market there. Hailstorm around Chugoku. That's interesting. Those have to be new, because I don't remember those little events like that. Oh my gosh, dude. This is a complicated world. I still think you should be able to play as decentralized powers. I honestly think you should be able to play as them. Victoria is like the black sheep of the Paradox series, in my opinion, because as cool as the time period is, the game isn't as grand because of its short time frame. Yeah, you really have to try, you really have to try to... What the heck? Oh, we got the Seminoles there. So what they did with Victoria 3... And I actually really love that they did this, because in Victoria 2, it was just like the EU4 timescale, where it's just every tick is 1 day. But instead, they made every tick 1 phase of a day. And that's, I think, a really good decision for them to do, because yeah, you really need to slow down time a little bit, so that we have more time to play. And I actually calculated how many ticks they get. And Victoria 3 actually has, I think, it could be the same amount of ticks, or maybe a little bit more than EU4. Because you've got, I think it's, you got 3 phases of the day. You got morning, noon, and night. Okay. And so if you have morning, noon, and night times what? How many days in a year is 365? Let me actually do a little bit. Let me just do a quick math. 365 times 3 ticks per day, which is 1,095. We got 2 events here. Backroom dealings exposed. Ah, yes, let's get a setback. Because we need this professional army. We need this to happen. So, times 100 years, and you get, what, 109,500 ticks, I think that is? Let's multiply that. Yeah, 109,500 ticks. Contrast that with 365 days in a year, times, I think, the EU4 time frame is like 386 years, which is 140,000. Is it 386? A setback. Oh my gosh, this professional army is not doing well. So what do we have? Is it 386 years? Or is it 376? It's actually 376. 137,240 ticks. So it's actually... So EU4 does have more ticks than Victoria 3, but Victoria 3 is pretty close. For contrast, I don't want to do this right now, but I want to check on Texas. Yes, we are hoping that Texas gets to be independent. We're hoping that they fail, or they do this. I was reading this. Law debate failed. Come on, dude. We have to get a professional army. But you know what? The first stuff, the first little bit of a game, the first little bit of starting out in a third world country at this time frame, it's tough. It's very tough. Let's reduce taxes some more. All right. So we are getting coal mines. Once we get the coal mines, oh, we also have glassworks, and the glassworks productivity is going up, but the demand for glass is so low. I wonder if we can't just switch our urban centers to market squares, increase the demand, right? Oh, this sucks, dude. Well, this is gonna fail. This is gonna fail. It's got the third setback right there. So, oh well. Legislative failures. Crap, dude. So we couldn't change that. We could do National Guard, and that does give more strength to servicemen and officers. Conscription rate reduces a political movement activism. That's kind of, could be good. What else can we choose? Dedicated police force would be good. But the problem is we need bureaucracy. I don't necessarily want to take anything that requires us to have bureaucracy right now. Because we definitely need to, first of all, we need to reduce the money we're making for now. Let's increase our bureaucracy. First, let's increase it in the areas where we're getting too much tax waste. That's Yanghul. It's here. Government administration. All right, let's do that. Oh, that's 10. I don't want to do 10. Let's do 5. And let's look at our liberty desire. Relative prestige. Okay. Cordial relations. So the greater our relations are, the more our liberty desire. We want knowledge sharing. They would... Oh, 17% chance they would accept. But I can't request it for 4 more years. So you know what? Let's just stop doing this. Stop improving relations. Let's just stop doing it. They love tax fraud in Cheonju. Yeah. They love that. Isn't that where, oh my gosh. Well, something's going on at my work. Something's going on in my workplace. I'm just so glad I'm not working tonight. Alright, iron. Iron is expensive. Tools are expensive. We're getting academia first. I would love to have the atmospheric engine, but we really need to do the tier 1. Because if we do the tier 2 right away, it's going to be 5 years, and we really don't need that. We got to get these first. And while reducing our dependence on Qing, what are we buying? What are we buying from them? This is important. 1.8. Tea, luxury furniture, paper, fruit, liquor. Wood, furniture. Okay, tea we can actually fix. But iron is really expensive. Iron and tools. If we can... We'll finish this iron mine, but we also should build like a tea plantation. Because I know we make tea in Korea. Okay? I know we make tea. If we don't make tea, I'm going to be very upset. What? Okay. I'm very upset. What is this? Why is there no tea? Silk, rice, tobacco, cotton, livestock. There's not like something I'm missing, right? Tobacco. Not something I'm missing, because I am so sure. I am so sure we have tea in Korea. Urban, rural. Okay, rural. Sorry, what is going on here? Extreme winds. It's not good. What? There's no tea? Tea plantations. There are no tea plantations. And I got an event. Mining accident. Oh, that's good. That's actually good for the industrialists. So what is going on here? I want to go to the industrialists. Here's the star. That way we can keep an eye on them. They're moderate right now. Can we change any more laws? We can't do anything that requires bureaucracy right now, so let's get that out of our mind. We might have to sacrifice the Liberty Desire. Oh, you know what? That's not even that bad. They've got to be supporting our regime. Let's have migration controls. This is only a 6% chance, but it's a 0% chance of stall, which means they're going to get a debate, most likely. Yeah, we need to lose some more money. How can we lose more money? Alright, but we were decreasing our economic dependence. It's still important, but it's 1.7 now. Paper. Yeah, tea is still being fulfilled by them. I actually can't do anything about tea. But paper and luxury furniture I can sort of do. Paper I can definitely do. Let's get paper mills here. Luxury furniture. Let's get furniture manufactories here, and we need sulfur mines here. So we just got to queue up a bunch of stuff. Law debate success, awesome. We're getting tools, getting paper, getting tools, getting paper. So that's what we got going on right now. Yeah, all heck is breaking loose. At my workplace. I am so glad I'm not working tonight. Gold discovered in North Jilin. Where's North? Oh, that one? Gold fields, okay. Which can then turn into gold mines. We have a ton of radicals right now. Holy crap. How did that happen? Okay, but the Korean supremacist movement, I am still bolstering it. It's got 277,000 people. Ooh. Ooh, keeping the Qing out. Yes, let's deteriorate our relations. That'll make us less desirous of liberty. Okay, yes. Oh my gosh, there's so much crap going on in my workplace. Okay, but we're building the tooling workshops. Oh, we need the furniture manufactories as well. Let's do that before we get any government administration. Okay. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this stream as much as I am, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord server, hit the notification bell. I actually have another episode of Tokyo 42 coming out next Wednesday. And I've got number 3 recorded. Episode 2 is coming out next Wednesday, but episode 3 is recorded. So we will be good there. But we need this cotton gin. It's going to take us 16 to 20 months. We're going to go after lathe after that. And then, honestly, atmospheric engine would be amazing. Or mechanical tools. But we're going to need steel. And I would say the atmospheric engine is probably better to do before the mechanical tools. Because it allows us to produce more iron. More iron means more steel. Which means more tools. So hopefully we can do that. That's what I'm hoping for. Our standard of living is slightly decreased, but that's okay. We're increasing our GDP. Awesome. We're at 46% for migration controls. We need this Korean supremacist movement. We need only the Koreans allowed in Korea. Because we've got 9.1% only. Rise, yes. I totally agree, Tony ACX. I totally agree. We are working on it, my friend. This is going to be a very tough uphill journey. We definitely will want to get empiricism because there are certain texts. I think it's just 3 of them. I think, or maybe it's just 2. It's not realism. Yeah, I think it's just these 2 texts right here. It's 0.5% wealth, education, access. Which means the wealthier someone is, the more access they have to education. There are 2 of those that just kind of give you a little bit of a freebie. You don't have to build universities. You just have to have wealthy people in your country, and they're going to naturally be educated and get you that higher research rate. So that's what we are going for. But in order to get there, we need to work on becoming less economically dependent on Qing. That is very important right now. We are reducing it. It's getting better. It's definitely getting a lot better. But we still have a little bit of a ways to go. Luxury furniture is going to happen. Okay, we are going to produce luxury furniture. And then also... Oh, tobacco. See, we're selling tobacco. We actually do have tobacco in Korea. But it's cheap. We have migration controls. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Tobacco's actually expensive in Yangseong. We could produce some there. I'll just queue up 1. Just 1. So we have... Oh no, what do we have? Oh, dedicated police force? Actually... I don't like the bureaucracy cost, but actually I'm going to do that just so that I can gain the approval of the Yangban. Because if we can get approval of the Yangban through the dedicated police force, that is going to be so good for us. That way we can screw them over in a different law, which is awesome. Okay, screwing over the Yangban is awesome. Look, they wear nice, cool clothes, but we gotta screw them over at some point. Yeah, the petite bourgeoisie actually don't like this. What's going on with the petite bourgeoisie? They're a reformer? Oh no. You gotta go. I think you gotta go, my friend. Yeah, we gotta get the petite bourgeoisie out of the government. We gotta get them out of the government. Make it just them and the armed forces. And, because they'll support the dedicated police force, too. This guy, you gotta go. Exile. You gotta go. What are you? A traditionalist. But you are, yeah, reactionary. Why it says 2 on title, you made another live before that. Yes, we actually did have a #1 last night, and we were trying it, and it didn't work out so well. I was not as familiar with the new mechanics in the Pivot of Empire update. And the other thing is, we were playing with a mod that had this really bad bug in it, and I chose to just restart it all. I don't want to continue with something that's not working, so I wanted to restart it, and I don't usually do that. I hated to do it, but I don't think there was any option. I had to do it. But yes, now the petite bourgeoisie are back to being reactionary, so we can put them back in the government. Got 100% legitimacy. The law's advancing. We've got dedicated police force. Awesome. Awesome. But yes, if you are new to the stream, please feel free, if you're enjoying, only if you're enjoying, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord server. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to make a cool community. I'm trying to have some fun. You know, we're going to have some fun with this. Okay, we have finished with the tooling workshops. And they're making some money. They're making some good money, because right now we need a lot of tools. The price of tools is going to come down. I'm going to see if we need the iron tools, the wrought iron tools. If it's going to spike the price of iron too hard, then we'll keep it at the wooden tools, or the crude tools. Economic mods make the game worse, not better. Yes, I agree with that. My mod was actually the Right to Bear Arms mod, and it had this horrible bug. See, the idea of the mod is it did add a new category of laws called firearm laws, and then it added a new trade good, which was civilian arms. So you had military arms and civilian arms, and then you could build these arms manufactories, and you could have them produce only military arms, or you could have them produce partially civilian arms or all civilian arms. And the problem was the trade goods civilian arms just was not in the game at all. It broke after some update, and I don't know exactly why. I don't know when it did, but it broke. And so you had this demand for civilian arms that no building would produce. And that was a huge issue. All right. Now, the Yangban is now loyal. Okay? They get an extra +5 from changing to dedicated police force because they petitioned the government and we said yes. Now, we've got to get away from serfdom. The rural folk would really love that. The Yangban do not like getting away from serfdom. National supremacy. This is not going to do anything for the Yangban. I guess loyal is super powerful. So loyal, they're definitely going to give some benefits, but if they have a high degree of loyalty, then the purpose of having that is then you can go around and enact something that they really don't like, and they won't revolt against you. So we're going to see what happens if we put the rural folk in power. We're going to do that, and we can change away from serfdom. Now, we could change to homesteading, but that's too extreme from now. So we're going to go with tenant farmers. They don't like it. They're -8, but they're still going to have +5 loyalty. And that's what we really want. That's what we need, is to get away from serfdom without pissing off the Yangbans irrevocably. Because we do not want them to revolt. We definitely do not want them to revolt. Where is our Liberty Desire standing? It's 1.6 economic dependence. We're working on producing our own paper, so that's going to be good. It's going to demand more wood, so we need to build another logging camp. Fruit is something we got to produce for sure. Luxury furniture is coming after that, because we're going to produce. We're going to have furniture manufactories. But I think we need another logging camp. Let's find out where logging is most expensive. It's actually Hansong again. The meta is low taxes for high SOL. I'm trying to figure out what SOL means, besides crap out of luck. Low taxes for high legitimacy, loyalty. I'm sorry. I'm trying and failing. Okay, crooked connections. Granted permission. The time is of the essence. Standard of living. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, standard of living, super important. And yes, I mean, reducing taxes, it means that the people are going to be spending less of their income on taxes, and it means that, you know, they're going to be able to have more money to throw around, more nickels to rub together, as the saying goes. What's the private sector building? Tooling workshops. That is good. That is very good that the private sector is focusing on that. We've also got the whaling industry. I don't think this is necessarily something we really need to go for. We went for this the last episode, and this did not really help us all that much. We got either some popularity or like popularity and reduced mortality, or we could just increase the throughput of the whaling, and that wasn't really. Oh, let's do this. Extra 10%. And that's not really what we needed. But we are losing a little bit of money now. That's totally fine because we have 726,000 pounds. And that's a pretty good war chest, I would say. Optimal sunlight. Look at that. Can we see it here? Look at this. Goods consumption for peasants, agriculture, and plantations throughput. I like it. I like it. And it's affecting all 5 Korean states. Hey, I'm cool with it. We got all these farms that are being affected. I'm good with that. So, yes, we do need to build more government administrations. Ignore the generic journal entries. Yeah, that's, in my experience, that's the best thing to do, is just ignore them. I ignored them back when, oh, I don't want that. State will make up the cost. It's going to hurt on the money. When the game first came out, I discovered very quickly that they were kind of useless to go for. I've discovered very quickly this time around that they are still pretty useless. So, all right. Also, I hope you guys can hear me okay. I did change the location of my microphone last night, and I wanted to make sure that the audio levels are perfectly fine. Also, our standard of living has gone way up. It was like 8 when we started, I think. Where's Japan? 6.7, 248 in the world. We are number 71 in the world. Alright. Acquiesce to their demands. The bill must pass. It must pass. Audio's good, says Jacob. Thank you very much. That's what I was hoping for. Because the thing is, I don't like to have the microphone right up at my face and in the camera view. I feel like that is not very helpful. So I'm hoping that this works out really well, where I can just keep the microphone right there, and you know, we'll leave it there as long as it works. Plus, I know this is kind of weird for me to show off, but I got a planner, and I'm really excited to be able to use it. It starts in December, and I got it while I was in Korea. I was visiting Korea last month. And I got it while I was there, and it starts in December, and I have to have space to write in it. And so I needed to clear off some of my desk space. So that's why I wanted to, one of the reasons why I wanted to move my microphone a little bit farther away. Also, nearly 1 million loyalists. This is awesome. This is really, really good. See, as you can see, the loyalty of the Yangban is decaying. They are getting that -8 from the law changes. Wait, it says from 1 to -7. Oh, maybe that's what they're going to change to if it passes. So yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen is they're gonna really not like us if the law passes, but you know, it's not going to be below that threshold of -10. I think -10 is where you start getting like protests and stuff like that. -20 is when they're trying to overthrow the government. They're trying to foment a revolution, and you definitely don't want that. You got to keep them placated and saying, "Hey, we'll listen to you on the dedicated police force, but you got to get rid of serfdom." We got to get rid of that. Also, Jacob did point out, I'm pretty sure it was Jacob, last night that JOSEON having slavery banned back then is actually not, what's it called? Wait, what? Oh, okay. It's actually not historic. Apparently they had a very extensive slavery program back in the 1800s. I did know that slavery was around in Korea in the 1400s because I did a lot of research on Korea for a book that I wrote, which has not been published. I'm trying to get it published. Hopefully, we can get that done next year. That's what I'm really aiming for. But I did a lot of research about the Joseon Dynasty for the 1400s, early 1400s, late 1300s, which is when it started. But I didn't know a ton about the Joseon Dynasty back in the 1800s, 1900s. So, you know. So I was not aware of that. But we are getting furniture manufactories. Let's see our economic dependence. We are at... Okay, we're actually not losing Liberty Desire at all right now. This is awesome. We are significantly... We don't want the absolutist movement. We are significantly reducing our economic dependence on Qing, and that is such a huge departure from last time. Because last time, we actually... This is another reason why I had to restart, because we actually got turned into a vassal. We actually got turned into a vassal. Our Liberty Desire got so low, and we tried to ask for more autonomy, but Qing did not give it to us. Also, we have tenant farmers now. This is awesome. Agricultural land is owned by hereditary elites, but workers are not tied to the land and may seek alternative employment if they can find it. Now, peasants can move around. All right? Peasants can move around. That means that our factories and buildings like that are going to be able to find better workers. And that's very, very important. So, we want to change to professional army. Let's get the armed forces back in power. 97% legitimacy. We can try once more for this professional army. That was the first law I tried to pass and it failed, so we're going to try again. Alright, so manufactory's almost done. We're going to try to get some luxury furniture. Slavery wasn't banned until the 1890s, but the thing about it was... It wasn't chattel slavery like in the New World. More serfs were pretty much property of the Yangban and the king. Yes, that is my understanding of the early Joseon Dynasty. My understanding is the early Joseon Dynasty, that's how it was. So it makes sense that that would continue. We are going to try to produce a little bit of luxury furniture. And in order to do that, we're going to have to produce a little bit of hardwood. Okay? Just a little bit. Just a little bit of hardwood. We're losing lots of money. And lots of spaghetti. Alright. That was a stupid joke. Alright. Okay, we are cordial with Russia. They are the number 3 great power. I actually want to see. What do we have here? The great powers of the world are currently Great Britain, France. Ooh, that's why most Korean names are descendants from the Yangban names. Yes, that is true. Yes, that is actually true. The Kim dynasty comes from Korea, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The E family comes from the Joseon dynasty. But there are minor names though that I believe come from slaves, like the name Chun, which is actually I thought that was such a cool last name. My Korean last name is Chun. Chun Minhyuk is my Korean last name. Anyway, the great powers of the world are Great Britain at number 1. That's not good. Great Britain now at number 1, France at number 2, Russia at number 3, Prussia at number 4, Austria at number 5, and the United States of America at number 6. Then for secondary powers, major powers, not secondary. I think that's a Victoria 3, or Victoria 2 term. Also, Texas, nice, colonized. Major powers, we've got the Ottoman Empire at number 7, Sweden at number 8, Spain at number 9. Sweden at number 9, Netherlands at number 8, Spain at number 10, Brazil at number 11. I guess they finished that ragamuffin war. Great Qing at number 12, the Japanese Shogunate at number 13, and we've got Khalsa Raj. Oh, that's this. Is that the Sikh Empire? That's the Sikh Empire. They changed the name of it. Also, wow. That sucks. We're at 0%. Texas is independent, baby. It sure is. Texas is definitely independent. Look at that Lone Star shining bright. What do they have here? We got a presidential republic, census suffrage. I think that's what the U.S. has. Yep. Per capita taxation. Yeah, we got to try and rewrite the whole bill. We're at 11% again. Ugh. We do have 64% chance of debate, so we might be able to get this thing passed. By the way, I just got to make the quick announcement once again. If you guys are enjoying this stream, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord server. Hit the notification bell. I got 2 VOD series in progress. I've got Tokyo 42, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Success, we're at 21%. Good to see that Russia this time isn't guarding Mexico. Yes, I'm also very happy about that. I want... Oh! Alright, well, Texas is part of the United States now. So there's that. We've got President Daniel Webster. Conquered Japan as Korea. Oh, if I could count the number of times I've done that. I've actually done that in EU4 so many times. In general, I like to play as a tall Korea, but we'll see. We'll see what things are going on right now. Oh my gosh, dude. Ugh, all heck is breaking loose at my workplace. It's still going on. The situation is just not stopping. Just non-stop chaos. Chaos and confusion. We gotta get this... we gotta get the setback. We've got to pass this professional army. We've got to get this thing passed. Oh my gosh, things are happening. Oh my gosh. I'm just so glad I'm not working. Good on Daniel Webster for finally becoming president in this universe. Yeah, seriously. We're at 10.4% literacy rate. That's awesome. GDP, still about the same. Standard of living is really good. I think I will raise taxes just a little bit more, though. We can't just be hemorrhaging money like that. At least not for very long. We get the authority. We've got Wanbuk earthquake. No. Oh my gosh, that's huge. It's huge. We gotta reduce some pay. We gotta just cut down the pay just a little bit. Things will get a little better once we have more government administrations. Because we're gonna get some more bureaucracy. Standardized filing system would be awesome, but we just need paper for that, so... Oh, are you serious? Oh my gosh, dude. 22%. This... Why is it so hard to get a freaking professional army? This should not be hard. Migration controls started at like 4%, and we just rammed it through. And here we are with professional army, a consideration, 22% success chance, and 2 setbacks. And we just can't seem to get a break. Alright, so let's take a look at the power blocks too. Oh my gosh, more stuff going on. More stuff going on. Guess the Yangban don't like Western-style military reforms. I guess not. So we got the Russian Empire here. The number 1 is the British Empire, of course, which is led by Great Britain. What is this? Orchestrated. A lot of cohesion. I guess that's what it is. Controlled, orchestrated, controlled. Fractured is the Ottoman Empire one. The lathe has been unlocked. Alright. Good. This is very good. Lathes for furniture manufactories. Also leaded glass for glassworks. We still need lead mines. Let's just take a second here and fix this. We're going to need some lead mines. We can't do the sulfur pulping, I don't think. Can we? I don't think we can. Lathes. Yeah, we can. I can't remember how we do the sulfur pulping. Crap, I really can't remember. What's our exposure for research? Intensive agriculture. Okay, I actually would be okay with that. That is a good one. Mass communication is going to give more authority, but we don't need that. What about the military? Paddle steamer? Oh, we really don't need that. Let's go with intensive agriculture. Change PRNs. PMs. PMs. Production methods. Production methods. Thank you. Thank you. It took a long time. It took way too long. Alright, alright, production methods, we got it. So these are rural buildings. We need to go to all of them, and we need to go to lathes. It's going to take the same goods as before, but just 5 tools per level. So it's going to take some more tools. Tools are very expensive, but we're going to go with wrought iron tools. Using less wood? No, we're not. It says 1 less than total. Less in total. With more iron, we have to change it. We have to produce more tools. Which means we're just going to have more people in the iron mines. Let's increase. A high productivity for that iron. Tools are expensive. That's really weird, dude. Tools are expensive, which means it's hard for the iron mines to maintain profitability. Okay, law debate success. We're trying. We're trying to do it. Hey, we're trying to get it passed. Alright, so, yes, lead mines are next. And I think our gold reserves are doing okay for now. We can actually tax some luxury goods. I'm going to tax that, just for a little bit, you know? It's not a whole lot, but it's a little bit extra. And then I want to check my economic dependence. We're still 1.5. Tea, I can't do anything about. Wood. Alright. Wood needed. That's from Stronghold Crusader. I don't know if anybody has ever played Stronghold Crusader, but I loved that game. I still love it, actually. Alright, sawmills. We're doing the sawmills, and we're going to be producing more wood. We're short on coal. That's okay, because we got coal mines, and they're going to be employing people. Totally fine. Totally fine. An agitator appears. He does not support... Yeah, he does. He supports the liberal movement. He's a Yangban that supports the liberal movement. That's very interesting. But we are trying to bolster the Korean supremacist movement, and they are relevant at 9%. Oh, good. We're at 43%. Come on. We can only afford so much. Like, if we get one more setback, it's gone. If one more setback and Professional Army is done for. Alright. But the Korean supremacist movement, if we can actually get them a little more power, I think after we hopefully pass Professional Army, no matter what, after this goes away, we can actually go in and try to pass a more extreme version of citizenship laws. I'm hoping we can just jump right to national supremacy. And the idea is, if we actually go to our society, look at this. 100% of pops have full acceptance. All of our population is Korean. All right, globally. Let's take a look at Korean culture globally. This is the way it was before. We've got 500,000 Korean pops here, and then the rest of the Korean pops are just in Korea. Let me see, population. Yes, as you can see, we've got national supremacy is better. National supremacy is better when you have a completely homogenous society. It depends on it depends on the country you're ruling. If you have American culture, or if you're ruling the United States, you definitely want to try for a more accepting law. But, oh gosh, we absolutely needed this. But for Korea, 100% of our pops are Korean. We can go with ethno-state, and it's fine. So, but if you look at the population, it's 17 million. Globally, 17.5 million. So we know that the only other Korean pops are in southern Manchuria. This is from Goguryeo, and it goes to JOSEON, and all of that. So I don't know if this goes all the way back to Goguryeo, but I can't remember any dynasty that went above here, Pare or Okja or something. I don't know. But yes, as far as playing as Korea, national supremacy is definitely better than cultural exclusion. If only for the fact that you have more authority. Okay? And more authority to spend means you're going to get more time where you get that minus 25% enactment time bonus. And here's the other thing. A more culturally homogenous society means all of the only people in the country are 100% accepted. Right? So we definitely want the national supremacy. We want to eventually aim for ethno-state here because it's going to be 200 authority and the same amount of acceptance, right? We definitely want that. When the game first came out, this guy? When the game first came out, multiculturalism was just like objectively better. It was just more like just acceptance of all cultures, and ethno-state was acceptance of just your primary culture, and that's it. And I don't even think it gave extra authority in the beginning. I don't know, but it was just objectively better to be multiculturalist in the beginning. But see, now they actually have changed it to the point where it just depends on what kind of country you're ruling over. If I go to the cultures map mode, cultures overview, we have a bunch of different cultures down here. If I had an Indo-Chinese empire, I would want multiculturalism. Or at least, I mean, so I don't know. This is, okay, Thai, Southeast Asian heritage. Maybe you could do like national supremacy, or not cultural exclusion. You might be able to do cultural exclusion, and that would be better. There are definitely countries, and I think the USA is one of them. You've got Yankee and Dixie, right? But then you've also got these other like European cultures, Occitan right there. And you've got these Native American cultures too. Afro-American culture there. You want multiculturalism if you're in the United States. If you're not in the United States, then consider a different law. Also, we're at adoption in 63%. We might actually get this passed. I am so excited. I am so hopeful, guys. So hopeful that we can actually pass professional army and get this thing done. I'm just so tired of trying to pass professional army and it just going through failure after failure. But I think we're on a roll now, and I think we're actually going to make it. But we do actually have some bureaucracy now, and I think this is even with the temporary modifier, so we're good on money now. I can't lower taxes exactly, but I can remove the consumption tax here. Can I raise government wages? I actually can. Can I raise military wages? I can do that too. We're gaining very, very little money, but that's okay. We don't want to reach the gold limit, or the gold reserve limit. We don't want to immediately just shoot all the way up and then fill that bar. Let's check our economic dependence. Good, it's at 1.4. We're doing better. Paper and wood. Paper, wood, and luxury furniture. So, let's actually, after these sulfur mines, we'll build iron mines. I think iron's a little expensive. Actually, iron's okay. Tools are expensive. Yes! Professional army! We made it! Guys, we made it. I am so happy. I have so many people I want to thank. I don't want to forget anybody. Okay, now, we need to try to get the petite bourgeoisie in power. Let's put the petite bourgeoisie. We're at 76% legitimacy. But that's okay. We could try to go for national supremacy. Boom. Oh my goodness, okay. They're starting to sort it out at my workplace. 1.8 changed the culture meta, and I like it. Hopefully in the future they will fix other things that now don't make sense. I'm curious what your opinion is on that. What, in your opinion, still doesn't make sense? I'm definitely agreeing with you. Some things don't make sense, but nothing comes to mind at the moment. So I'd like to know your opinion on that. We are losing money again. That's okay. That is okay. We have so much tax waste. You know, still building the government administrations. And we also need paper mills. We definitely need some paper mills. Right? Because paper is okay here. 31. It's 41 in all the other states. Right? So we definitely need to bring down the price of paper. It's going to make us less dependent on Qing for sure. We can request knowledge sharing, although they won't give it to us. Why? Relations are neutral. Okay, well, they don't want to give us knowledge sharing. And they don't want to give us market control either. But we need to increase the power of our military. If we can modernize our military. See this? Okay, this is good. Activate chocolate. Activate the chocolate. Increase maintenance. Activate tobacco. Helps to relax. A sweet relief from the horrors of war. Activate liquor. Helps to forget. Helps to repress. We should not do opium because we are not growing opium. Chocolate. Do we have any sugar? Also, we have lead mines. Let's produce more glass. Glass works. It's going to require more lead. And glass is not that expensive right now. Oh my gosh, things are still... Okay. I think they're starting to sort it out at my workplace. Good. We're short on lead. I think... Where are our lead mines? Are they in Hansong? Yes, they are. Yeah, they're going to start hiring more people. Good. Good. That's how my first boss used to say it. Gosh, I remember Martin. Sometimes I wonder how he's doing these days. Good old Martin. Alright, we will also eventually need some shipyards. Consideration. We're at consideration and no setbacks. Good. Very good. We are getting intensive agriculture right now. We're going to get paddle steamer here very soon, but I need to check what the what's it called? The spread is going to be, the exposure. That's what I meant to say. Because I want to try to get I want to try to modernize at least to line infantry. I don't know if Qing even has that, but even if they do have it, it's very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult for Qing to modernize their infantry because it requires so much equipment. Also, Tony says they should remove releasable nations or rework it because for me it breaks the game. The thing is, I play so often in Korea when I do play a campaign. I don't know if they've changed it at all. I do know that you can release it as a vassal or independent, and then you can choose whether or not you want to play as it. But I'd like to know, I'd like for you to expand on that if possible. I want to know how you think about that because that could definitely be interesting if they were to rework that. Also, we're at adoption. Awesome, dude. We are getting work done. We are getting work done. And I'm very excited. But we've got iron mines going. Iron is... Where are we building it? Yangzhou? It would be better if we had it here. But we're already so far along here. We're gonna need more paper, too. Oh, the paper mills are already queued up. So let's actually build the next government administration, but also we need the paper mills so that we can produce the paper. That simple. And iron is an expensive government good. That's definitely costing us a lot of money. So clippers. I did queue up shipyards. Okay, these are not the military ships. These are the civilian ships. Clippers. That's what we need. How about our... Oh, crap. Oh, we have cordial relations now. They would accept knowledge sharing. It says they might accept. Okay, they might accept. It's a 22% chance. If we owe them an obligation... We can't owe them an obligation. They only have a 22% chance. Did the Mexican-American War break out yet? Also, France is in civil war again. Let's just try this. If they accept, then that's awesome. Knowledge sharing accepted. Why is it going down? I did not know knowledge sharing took down your liberty desire. That's so bad. No, can we cancel knowledge sharing? No, we can't cancel it. Oh, that sucks, dude. The Mexican-American War has not started, and France is in civil war. Look at this French reactionary revolt. What is going on here? Paddle steamer is now there. They've got laissez-faire capitalism. So it's the monarchy striking back. Hold on, I gotta like line these up. No. There. Okay. I've got to line these up. I want to see what changed, besides monarchy. Okay, these people have national supremacist and monarchy. And they have migration controls. That really is a reactionary event, or reactionary country. Yeah, I think those are the only changes. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy, dude. Alright, we need more bureaucracy. I always have a huge challenge as Korea trying to increase the bureaucracy, because the thing is, you also need the paper. Oh my gosh, dude. And we're down to 1.4. It's still important, but we're becoming less and less economically dependent on them. It's just that I didn't know the knowledge sharing would do that. We can actually damage relations. It says, oh, it says Great Qing would not accept. Great Qing might accept if we owe them an obligation. Boom. Please. Hey, market control denied, which gives us more liberty desire, and it reduces our relations. So we are still losing 0.04. Oh no, it's at 6%. Please. But that's good. Once knowledge sharing actually goes away, the context menu, how long does that last? I don't know how long that lasts. Also, in 27 months, the dealing with corruption modifier will go away. We'll get a little bit more bureaucracy, which means more money. do that. I like to try and just run at least a small surplus. I like to just try that. Alright, so we are building the government administration, trying to modernize the army. We're about to get intensive agriculture, which is an excellent, excellent technology, by the way. I have to say I love this technology because even though we don't have the fertilizer yet, we can build the fertilizer factories because we have sulfur. And second of all, until we get a good fertilizer production going, we can at least get it from our livestock farms. Also, Tony says you can release Occitania, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that, as France, Ukraine as Russia, New Africa as USA, several states in China, make them countries, which is worse. I see. Yeah, it is kind of strange that you can do that. Let's go with mandatory service. We are getting Bessemer process next. Let's go over to our... Okay, we're at 7% for national supremacy again. The duel, let him fight. Pause without a rebel. Liberal movement. Yeah, I actually want the liberal movement to gain some stuff. Artistic inspiration. Pro-Russia lobby. Yeah, we'll start a pro-Russia lobby. Okay, so yes, rice farms. I want to do that, but I have to change this to wool gathering. It's going to use some more grain, but it's going to produce some fertilizer. And that is awesome. Boom. It'll be a little bit of an adjustment period. There's going to be an adjustment period, but I think it's worth it in the end. Livestock ranches. Yes, we are producing some of that. I don't think we're producing enough, though. I think we probably ought to make a fertilizer factory. Fertilizer plant. Oh, get it? Fertilizer plant. Got it. Also, let's increase the construction sector. I think 1 is not enough. 1 is not enough. 007, 1 is not enough. By the way, just want to make a periodic announcement. If you guys are enjoying the stream as much as I am having a great time. Please feel free, leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord server. It helps out a ton. We're building a community, and we're having fun all the while. So I just wanted to make, I have to make that announcement every now and then. I hope you guys understand. And let's get back to the stream, shall we? So we are building another construction sector. It's going to sharply increase the demand for iron. Iron is actually currently doing okay. In this state, at least. It's very expensive here, where the construction sector is. So I should move this up here. There is a fertilizer shortage right now, so I feel like I should build the fertilizer plants first. Tough. Tough. I can't even import fertilizer at all. Oh, that's another thing we need to do with our laws. Once we can get national supremacy passed, if we can get it passed, is we need to open up our market. We need to... The thing is, if we break free from Qing right now, we're screwed. We are isolationist. Also, what? That's going to be so annoying. We are isolationist. Even mercantilism would be okay. Free trade, the Yangban really don't like. The Yangban are okay with mercantilism. Anything that allows us to trade with other people. That's what we need to do. Because if we are isolationists, that is not going to do any favors for us. This sucks, dude. We're at 7% again. And being able to change away from traditionalism is another huge thing. Look at that. It says interventionism. It says I could try for that? Which is so weird because the Yangban don't like it, and they're the only one out of the 3 that are in the government. So that's very strange. But our ultimate goal is going to be laissez-faire capitalism. First, we need to switch out of traditionalism, then we'll work our way toward laissez-faire capitalism. It's tough to do right in one go, but... The game has a panel where it shows how expensive products are by class. Ugh. National supremacy's dead. Yeah. I want the liberal movement to have power. Yeah, this is gonna fail. We're gonna have to try to go for racial segregation, which sounds so weird to say, but... Yeah, there we go. Off to the trash with the entire notion. We can switch away from autocracy. Should we change to landed voting? I don't want to change to wealth voting yet because the Yangban don't like that. And we don't want to piss off the Yangban too much. They're okay with landed voting. The Yangban actually don't like oligarchy, which is very strange, but... 40 legitimacy based on votes, 100 from government clout. Yeah, let's go for landed voting. We can't change out of any of these other things that we have to change. We could try for racial segregation. Let's change to landed voting. It's less authority, but, you know, we're going to be gaining that authority back once we get national supremacy, or, you know, if we have to do racial segregation. So that's my idea, is basically, Korea is in such a good position, actually, when it comes to their population, because 100% of the population is Korean. They're a cultural isolate, they don't share any cultural traits with anybody, and you know, it's really kind of crazy, because that's the way they are in real life. That's very true to life. Also, our literacy rate is going up over time. But that is very true to life, and because of that, you can actually get some extra authority. Show the GDP chart. Let's take a look at it. GDP is not going so well. We're still working on it. We're still, I think the main thing right now is we're trying to be less economically dependent on Qing. That's the main thing. We can't actually demand our independence if we get it high enough. We need more grain. Oh, we're not producing enough grain because we need more fertilizer. That's what it is. Also, we are already paying 287 in interest. The Wall Street Pact, awesome. Same thing formed this time. Oh, the king died. Boo. I did not mean to just say boob. I meant to say boom. GDP chart. Yes, the GDP not going so well, but it is number 17 in the world. If that means anything. Wall Street Pact, baby, let's go! Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, they got a revolution plotted from the abolitionist movement. All right, American Civil War coming up. Coming right up. The abolitionist movement is starting a civil war. John Brown. The guy from Bleeding Kansas? That's a historical character. Awesome. We got Basil Harrison. That's not a real guy. And he's in the Southern Planters faction, so definitely he is pro-slavery. He's going to be pro-slavery. And the Southern Planters faction... Oh, from the leaders! Oh my gosh! So the leader himself has the slaver ideology, which just strongly endorses slave trade and regular endorse of legacy slavery. Strongly opposes slavery ban. And the ideology of the faction as a whole endorses slave trade, debt slavery, and legacy slavery. So, yeah, not a very good state of affairs for the Southern Planters, but they are trying to overthrow that with a revolution from the abolitionist movement led by John Brown. And can you actually see... I know this is a historical character, but, like, it would be really cool if you could just, like, click on this, and then you could see, like, pull up the Wikipedia entry or something. Or even the Wikipedia entry, if you just have, like, a little entry on, you know, who is this person and what do they do. Who is your daddy, and what does he do? Alright, so we now have fertilizer plants, and that is awesome. We're now gaining some dividends from it. We're actually now short on sulfur. But the sulfur mines don't have any people working in them, and that is why. So, we are making some progress. Increasing the demand for sulfur makes more people employed at the sulfur mines. Surprised Mexican-American War hasn't happened yet. Honestly, I am too. It's 1845, but they're going to have this going on right now. They don't have any active diplomatic plays. Liberia is their protectorate. We got the Indian Territory as their puppet. Funding lobby. The United States of America are funding lobbies in Liberia. Hold on. You can do that? You can do that? What kind of lobbies they got? The Anti-British Association? Is that the one they're funding? What is going on here? They have zero appeasement. What? I don't understand. What is going on here? That is crazy. Okay, well something... So the United States is trying to make Liberia not like the Brits or something. And we do have the British Empire power block going right up against the Wall Street Pact. Let me actually look at this. The Wall Street Pact. How many members do they have? 3 countries? Liberia and the Indian Territory. So it's just America and their subjects. Which is fine. Hold on 1 second. I will be right back. Alright, I am back. Welcome back. Thank you for your patience. So we are expanding the iron mine. The iron mine is... so iron is a little bit expensive in Congido. Without a clause. Doesn't really matter. Intelligentsia, I guess. I mean, because they're one of the ones that's not happy with me. We got mandatory service. Awesome. We need to get line infantry now. 18 to 25 months. You can fund lobbies in other countries. Yeah, I didn't know about that before. That's very interesting. Very cool. Very cool, very cool. Alright, the sulfur mines are now fully funded, or fully employed, I should say. And it looks like the prices are pretty good. They're looking good. Am I making money from government dividends? Yeah, 534 per week. Okay, that is good. Fertilizer plants, we can now hire more people. The price of fertilizer is once again going to go up. And I can't do a whole lot about that. Except for expanding the sulfur mines. But we're going to try. We're going to try to equalize it. We just need the fertilizer to go down because that's going to allow us to make more, what do you call it? It's going to allow us to make more grain. And grain is going to make us less economically dependent on Qing. It is 1.6 right now. Excuse me, what? Qing owns some of my GDP? I don't know if I like that. We need to be producing paper and wood. Wood needed. Also, we need clothes, which I did not even consider. Let's try to produce clothes here. Let's build cotton plantations, and we've got, what do we need? Textile mills. There you go. Alright, also just a brief announcement. I know if you've been in the stream for a long time, then I know this is probably getting a little annoying, but every now and then I have to say it. If anybody's new to this stream and you're enjoying it as much as I am, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord server. It helps out so much, and I'm having so much fun. I hope you guys are too. If you guys are having fun, usually I take my streams until midnight, but it's Saturday night and I'm having some fun. So if you guys are having some fun, then maybe we can go an extra hour. But I just need to know that you guys are enjoying the video and that you want to keep going. So, it's me or them. What a ridiculous thing to say. Let's keep it going. Well, I don't really like this. I guess we'll go for it right now. So can I want to look at this. Domestic. Absolutist movement. You need to see Korea join the Wall Street Pact. Oh, that would be so cool. Because we're trying to be laissez-faire capitalists right here. Alright, after we produce more not plantations. After we produce more paper mills, we need to try and get some cotton plantations, textile mills. We're trying to be laissez-faire capitalist. We gotta switch to landed voting first. We gotta get landed voting going. And we are at 16% in consideration. We don't have any setbacks. So we've got a solid chance. I would say we have a solid chance. We have some gold reserves built up, but as far as our surplus goes, I would rather increase pay than lower taxes at the moment. But that's okay. That's right. We did have a shortage of fertilizer for a second there. The other thing is we're going to need arms manufactories. Our GDP is going up, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Our GDP is going up. Can the Treasury bear such an expense? Let's try it. We got to try to get landed voting and switch away from autocracy. We're going to try it. It's some money that we have to pay now. 665 is our new surplus. Let's take this down and bring it up to 2,400. And also, if we need more money, we can always tax luxury clothes or luxury furniture. We have the authority to do it. You know, that's the point of us trying to go toward national supremacy, is we need the authority. And it's not going to affect our acceptance of any cultures. If we go to population charts, look, culture, 100% Korean. Now, as far as religion goes, we've got Confucian and Mahayana. We've got the Eastern religion trait, and Mahayana is Buddhist and Eastern. So, if we go to the religion laws, we do have a state religion, and I think it's Confucian. Yes, it is Confucian. But if we go to freedom of conscience, then allows conversion for the cultural erasure status. Oh, okay. Allows conversion for the cultural erasure, open prejudice, second-class citizen, and full acceptance status. So that means it allows people that are not of the state religion to convert. Let's see if we got a decree that we can do. Promote national values. Yeah, let's do that. Well, let's actually look at the religion overview. Where is it? Religions overview. Okay, Mahayana. Let's convert. Let's start with the capital. That's good. Documents can wait. The bill will be passed when the process is completed. I need the authority anyway. Alright, let's go for promote national values, and we'll promote them here. And we can actually afford to do it in another place. So let's go with Yangho next. And another place. Oh my gosh, dude. We can just put them in all the places. We still get the enactment time bonus. Not the full one, but that's okay. That's okay. Dude, this is awesome. Promoting national values, we're converting the Mahayana Buddhists to Confucianism. We are building cotton plantations. Right now, there's not really any demand for fabric, but that's okay because we're going to make the demand for fabric. We are going to build the textile mills in Yeongnam, and we are going to have a good time. Mark my words. What is this? Oh, a secretary job that pays $79,000 a year. I don't know if I believe that. The thing is, so let me know if you guys don't really care about this. I'm totally fine just keeping the conversation to the game. Make one more construction sector. Done. I am totally on board with that because we have a little bit of a surplus. We're at normal taxes, but that's okay. We can afford to go down a little bit. Anyway, let me know if you want me to keep the conversation to the game, and I'm totally fine with that. But, so I have been doing my best to find another line of work for months now. And my line of work, I'm not going to say what it is, because I don't want to say anything bad about the company that employs me right now. It's been very good to me, and, you know, the benefits are so good, and the only thing is, it's just not enough. I'm just not, I'm trying to raise a family in the future, and the line of work that I'm in, if I do want to get to where I can support a family, it's going to put just a ridiculous amount of extra stress on me that I can't really take. Currently, I am working overnight. It's in the retail sector. That's all I'm going to say. And I've been looking for another line of work for a very long time now, several months. And I was trying to go for data analytics. Then I found out, oh, what's this? Changing course? Korean-Russian Association? I mean, I don't really mind. They can leave. Just leave. No interest for groups in it. But I tried data analytics, and something that I found out is after I got the data analytics certificate, I realized the market is actually flooded with data analysts. And that is a serious problem because it means that it's very difficult to get a job in that sector. So I thought about, okay, what else can I do? You know, I looked at all these different options. And to people that are new to the channel, might not know this already, I write books. I wrote a memoir about my life experience in Korea back in 2020, but then I decided to write some more books, and last year I wrote 2 more books. One of them is called The Foreigner, or Wayne in Korean, and it is totally publish ready. It's been edited. It's gone through that whole process, totally ready to publish it, but I just need someone to publish 2. I need to find people that are going to actually enjoy my book, that want to read it. And the other one is called Eagle's Ascent, and it hasn't been edited yet, but I am working on it. I'm also in progress on writing a book called Midnight Sea, and then a Western called Frontier. And I love to write, okay? Let's also keep going on with the game as it goes on, but... yeah, let's be a grifter. Definitely be a grifter so we can get landed voting passed. But yeah, I like to write books, and I actually have another channel. It's called Alex's Reading Room, and I don't really promote it on this channel. This is just my gaming channel. I'm studying programming engineering for a first job. Which sector should I focus on that is lacking workers globally? Honestly, I'm not sure. One thing that I have heard is that software engineering, I don't know if that's the same thing as programming engineering. My brother is a software engineer, and so he knows a lot more about it than I do. But my understanding is software engineering is now very difficult to get into, and the reason why is it's sort of flooded. Everybody saw that, oh my gosh, you can make so much money as a software engineer, and then everybody went to it, and now it's tough to get into that sector. So I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure which sector would be best. One thing I do know is there is a saying that if you chase money, it runs away. If you chase your vision, the money will follow. And that is basically what I am trying to do. And it's very difficult. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. It's definitely very difficult to go with something that you love and make it work. But you know, I've always loved playing video games. I've played video games since I was 3 years old, and I've been on YouTube since let's do that one. I've been on YouTube since like making videos since like 2011, I think, on this channel. And I love making YouTube videos. I love playing video games. I love reading. I love writing. I said it wrong. It is software. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there's a difference because I'm not too familiar with the sector myself, but that's my understanding of it. It's pretty difficult to get into it right now. Now things can change. Definitely, these things can be cyclical. If you're passionate about software engineering, freaking go for it, because you can make it work. I think anything that you like, if you're determined enough, then you can make it work, even if the economy's bad, or even if that particular sector has a downturn, or whatever it is. So I strongly encourage you that if you are really passionate about doing it, go for it and try to make it work. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it'll be worth it if you are passionate about it. So that's just my opinion on it, you know. And that's... Oh, we can get agrarianism. Greener grass campaign. Yeah, what we actually want to do is a greener grass campaign to attract the Korean pops to our territory. That would be good. Stock exchange would be good. Let's try this. Let's do stock exchange. I know it's not the exposure, but that's okay. But, yeah, one of the reasons I got back into YouTube is, I just wanted to get back into something that I loved. You know, it's like, I love to write, but if I'm writing something that nobody's reading, then it's very fruitless. It's like I do enjoy it still, and I'm still going to be doing it, but, it's a lot easier to do it when you can kind of enjoy the fruit of your labor. And so with YouTube, I get to do that. You know, I get to live stream, I get to interact with the people that are watching, and I get to have some fun. Let's get to 7%. We're at 59%, no setbacks. I think we're going to land at voting. We're going to try for it. And so, and another thing that I thought of later, and maybe this will help, who knows? But maybe I will be able to someday get my book published, maybe self-publish it, and then promote it to you guys and say, hey, why don't you read this book? And if you like it, you can read it. I don't know. It feels like a long shot, but I really would like to to make something happen, because these are just my passions, and I've just been looking into getting something that can help me support a family, because right now, like I said, it's just, I don't want to disparage the company I work for at all, because they've just been so good to me. I've been working for you, or I've been working for you. National Guard. Offer them racial segregation as a compromise. We can try to do that. We're trying to get racial segregation in. Too valuable. Let's fire him. How much you paying in tax? If it's too much, try to reduce it so you can take out a loan and increase the construction sector. How much am I paying in tax? Oh, we got landed voting. I just totally glazed over that because I didn't realize. A Additional expenses. We have that timed modifier, which is still here for 3 years. But we do have landed voting. That's awesome. We're going to try to get racial segregation. The petite bourgeoisie really want it. I wanted national supremacy, but they want racial segregation first, I guess. So we're going to go for it. And the Conservative Party is actually going to get 80% of the vote with the petite bourgeoisie. I don't know what you mean by how much are you paying in tax. Maybe because of unrealized taxes? Maybe try to reduce it so you can take out a loan. Oh no! Great Qing supports our regime. We don't want that. That's going to reduce our liberty desire. Oh my gosh! So we're down to 1.5 economic dependence. We still need wood and we need fruit. Wood, fruit, and iron. We're increasing our GDP, by the way. Wood, fruit, and iron. Alright, where is wood most expensive? 27, it's here. And we are definitely trying to reduce our, unrealized taxes penalty. That's what we want. Iron. Okay, where is iron most oh my gosh, iron is so freaking expensive here. Yeah, we need this. We need an iron mine. Law debate failed. Crap. Well, we're trying to pass racial segregation, but it doesn't want to pass. Alright, iron mines in Gyeonggi-do. I call it Gyeonggi-do. I used to live in Gyeonggi-do, so I get to call it Gyeonggi-do. It just means Gyeonggi province. Gosh. Yeah, so we are improving our situation slowly. We are going to be employing more people in this government administration. Can we not find enough people? $17 qualifying for clergymen. I'm back. Did you pass landed voting? We sure did. We did pass landed voting. The petite bourgeoisie want us to pass racial segregation, so we're going for it. Alright, we finished a logging camp. That's good. Good, good, good. Now we're producing... Oh, what is this? Campaign financing? Every party? No. Just... Oh, well, I guess I didn't have to do anything. So just the Conservative Party? That is fine. If we actually add the Agrarian Party as well, we still have 100% legitimacy. And I think it's partially because of support regime. Maybe. Maybe... Well, they did get... I don't know, dude. Try to get the enactment success chance. But since we have the Agrarian Party in power, we might actually be able to switch to homesteading. Oh, that's going to radicalize the Yangban. What is it like living in South Korea? I wanted to visit one day. I really like the country's history. I like the country's history too, and it was both amazing and very difficult for me. Like I said, I wrote a memoir about it in 2020. I lived there from October 15th, 2015 until June 15th, 2019. However, I did go back to visit in 2022 and 2023 and this year. And I am going back next year. Next July is when I am going back. And it was very difficult in some ways and very awesome in some ways. I just loved the feeling of independence. You know, I was making the equivalent, if you were to convert the Korean won to US dollars, I was making probably the equivalent of like $1,500 a month, but my rent was the equivalent of like $300 a month. And so I was so easily able to afford my apartment, and I could pay everything and I had plenty of money left over, and I was having so much fun, making so many friends, going and experiencing new things, trying new foods. It was just some of the best times in my life were in Korea for sure. And I love going back. My editor is from Korea. My editor for the VODs is from Korea, and so I got to see my editor this year, last year, and the year before. I've known my editor since 2021, so that should give you an idea. We're tight. We're close. I definitely would recommend you go visit. Now, something that I recommend to everybody, and most people don't listen to me on this, but I still recommend it, is learn the Korean alphabet before you go. Are you a fan of KBO baseball? I'm not a big baseball guy, but you know, I understand baseball is pretty popular there, and that's pretty cool. But it's not. It's just not really my thing. What a ridiculous thing to say! How dare you, young bun? What a ridiculous thing to say. Law debate failed. Which country were you born in? I was born in the United States, Florida to be specific. I'm currently living in Florida once again. And yes, I moved to Korea for 4 years. Anti-Russia lobby? I don't want an anti-Russia lobby. We just lost so many loyalists. Holy crap, dude. We lost so many loyalists when that happened. That's crazy, dude. The industrialists are Democrats. How many people? Oh my gosh, we only have 1,300 industrialists in the whole freaking country. Well, the industrialists support landed voting anyway. We do want to work toward wealth voting. That's definitely what we want to do, but the Yangban don't like that, so... whatever. I think my favorite is wealth voting, honestly. Census suffrage is okay. Census suffrage is okay, but I prefer wealth voting. I don't know why, I just like it. You have to have at least 25 wealth in order to vote. And plus 40 political strength per vote. And I think the wealthier you are, I don't know. Maybe it's the wealthier you are, whatever. I'm thinking of going to visit soon. One of my friends said I could stay at his home while visiting. That's awesome. Yeah, if you have that opportunity, I would take it. I love Korea. And I have always loved Korea. Of course, does it have some bad things about it? Sure. But it's got a lot of great things about it. And I consider Korea my second home, honestly. Alright, we failed on the racial segregation, but we can try for the national supremacy again. We're going to try for that. We're making a little bit more money. Making a little more money. We're losing money again. Change wages. Boom. Change it. Come on. We're short on fertilizer. Okay, but the fertilizer plants are not fully employed, so... we need to employ more iron miners. That'll do us a little better. And let's actually tax luxury clothes. That'll just at least put us in the black for a little while. We still have that 23-month temporary expense. The first time I actually visited Korea was back in 2014. I remember I went from June 4th, 2014 until June 15th. And, we're so short on fertilizer. But we can't make that much more because we need iron for it. We need to reduce the price of iron, which will help if, which will be easier if we have the atmospheric engine pump. We do not have that yet. We're being exposed to the Bessemer process. And I still have all these pictures that of my first Korea trip. What I do is I have a folder on a portable drive, and it's called Nostalgia, and then I divide it by years. I have subfolders for years, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 2022, 3, and 4 now. And And so what I'll do is I'll go through all the pictures that I took in Korea, and I will name them based on what day they were taken, and then a letter after that. Times of the essence. The intelligentsia absolutely hates us. Now, the thing about going to Korea, though, is it is very expensive. For sure, it is super expensive, and we're still losing Liberty Desire. Oh my gosh, 0.12. I'm lucky since he's pretty well off enough to offer that to me, since he's pretty high up in one of the political parties' hierarchy, so hopefully we can go see a KBO game. That is awesome, dude. That is so cool. What, do you know which political party, by any chance? I'm going to request knowledge sharing again. Because if they decline, then I gain Liberty Desire. That's what I'm talking about. Request market control. You know what? I can do that as well, and that would increase my Liberty Desire to 95. They refuse. PPP, the current presidential party. What's the Korean name of that? Acquiesce to their demands. The bill must pass. We're at 17%. No setbacks. What is the current political party in Korea? I gotta look it up. List of political parties in South Korea. Current parties. The 국민의힘, People's Power Party. That's right. 국민의힘. That's for... Oh my gosh. Force of diplomatic pay. They will not accept. They will absolutely not accept. And they will have the support of Tibet and Lanfang, which doesn't really affect me. We need arms manufactories, arms industries. We need it. It's going to take iron and hardwood, but we need it. Basically, the Conservative Party. Yes, it used to be. What is it? I can't remember what it used to be called back when Park Geun-hye was in power. What was it called? I think it's Saenuri. That was it was Saenuri until February of 2017, and that was Park Geun-hye's party. And we have 더불어 민주당, which has more seats in the the National Assembly, which is the Together Democratic Party. I don't know why 더불어, like why together, but yeah, that is awesome, dude. I'm actually really interested in knowing about your experiences with Korea, because it seems like you've got a lot more knowledge of Korea than the average person does. So I'm very interested in that. This still has 18 months. Okay. Yes. I am still... So I've still been working on make a large army now for independence. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm doing my best. I've got to build these arms industries. I'm actually going to build those after the tobacco plantations. We finished with all those government administrations, so we're okay there. Okay, it looks like all the stuff at work has cooled down. Yeah, these days I've actually been working on a book called Midnight Sea, and Midnight Sea is, I gotta say, I am loving how it's turning out. It is such a cool book. Did we build another iron mine somewhere else? I don't know. Oh, law debate failed. Crap. Midnight Sea is about... it is about this expedition that it leaves the United States, and it's like a multi-layered cover-up. It's a layered cover-up where the official story is that they're going to Hawaii. The official secret story is that they're going to Kiribati, which I actually don't know. And then the real story is that they're going to Mu, a lost continent. Also, Jacob says, well, I know a lot of Korean people from time on Discord, and my grandfather served in the U.S. Army during the Korean War. My grandmother worked in Korea for the World Bank during the Park Chung-hee era. So I've always wanted to go there. Dude, awesome. You gotta go there. My grandfather also served in the Korean War. He was in the Marines. And that is so cool. And you gotta visit the Korean War Memorial. And the Korean War Museum. It's in Seoul. And it's so cool. There's all these flags of all the countries that contributed to helping South Korea survive. And I would definitely recommend going there. It's actually free. It's free to go there. You just walk in and you can look around. And I think out of all the countries, I think the United States contributed the most. There were definitely a ton of forces from the United Nations, but that's a combination of many different nations. So, and the United Nations was definitely instrumental because, you know, China was pushing Korea back, and we were having a hard time fighting China along with North Korea, but the United Nations jumped in and they made it basically a stalemate and divided the nation along like the what is it called, the 38th parallel? I always forget which number it is. I think it was like this line here. And then the North eventually attacked the South, and you ended up with another... No, the First Division was the 38th parallel. Then the Korean War was where it came up with this border here. I want to go there for sure, but gotta stop at Gyeongbokgung first. 100% agree. I almost always go to Gyeongbokgung when I go to Korea. My friend said he'll take me to all the royal palaces in Seoul. There's also Changdeokgung and Deoksugung, and there might be a couple of other ones. Yeah, you definitely gotta go to Gyeongbokgung for sure. That's the biggest one, I think. I might be wrong about that, but I think it's the biggest one. And awesome place to go. Like I said, I almost always go there. This year is the only time when I didn't go there. And the reason why is I wasn't staying in Seoul for that long, and I've been there so many times. And it was like, well, you know, I guess I could skip it this time. But I almost always go there, and it's an awesome palace. It's so fun to walk around. Super cheap to get into. It's like 3,000 won, I think, and which is like $2.25 or something like that. So I think that's basically the price to get in. And then if you're wearing hanbok, which you can rent nearby, now you're gonna have to pay some money to rent the hanbok. But if you are renting the hanbok and you go in traditional Korean clothing, it's free to get in, which is so cool. Let's increase success chance. We do have a setback, 18% success chance, but we are in consideration phase. All right, stock exchange, excellent. We're working on the atmospheric engine now. Yeah, that is awesome. I'm so happy for you if you go. Like, you really got to go. I actually, I spent a lot of time, most of my time in Busan this year, last month, and I love Busan too. But my first time in Busan was actually 2017, and I visited for like 2 days or something like that. It was barely any time. But I spent more time there in 2022, 3, and this year. And of course, I'm going to spend the vast majority of my time in Busan next year. So, yes, indeed. Okay, so we are building shipyards. We have arm industries at this point. We got a debate success. We got 29% for national supremacy. I'm worried about how our market is going to look if we can gain independence. But we'll see. We need to recruit a general from the armed forces. I always recruit from the armed forces. Upgrade all units. We're going to upgrade. Boom. They're all going to be line infantry. They're in progress. Whew. Buildings. Good, good, good. We want to actually increase the amount. Yeah. It'd be good to have artillery, too. Cavalry, I don't know how much that really matters. And we have to keep in mind that they have more bodies to throw at the wall. They have an enormous population, enormous army. Korean population will fall from 51 million to 21 million in 2100. They have low birth rates. Yes, they do have the lowest birth rate in the developed world. I think in the entire world. And that's a serious problem. Now, what you have to understand with this is that they say that it'll fall to 21 million by 2100. That's if the current birth rate holds. Or some of them might be based on if the current rate of decline holds. I can't do this for 5 years. I can't afford it. But this is what I think will happen. I don't think... Oh, did the American Civil War happen yet? Did it? We've got President Jefferson Shelley. They've got legacy slavery. And the abolitionist movement is trying to do a revolution right now. Still led by John Brown. Oh, nope, they're protesting. But they don't account... I don't think that the government doing anything in Korea is going to actually really fix the birth rates. You can't force people to get married and have kids. What I think is going to happen is they're going to go through a period of decline. I don't think it's going to go all the way to 2100. I don't think it's going to get as low as 21 million. What the heck? Why are they so short on tobacco? Also, did they win the Opium Wars again? That's crazy. Big if true. Okay, big if true. I think what's going to happen is eventually real estate prices are going to fall. Okay? Real estate prices are going to plummet in Seoul and in other cities, whatever. And the Korean people are going to be like, holy crap, now I can afford an apartment. Now I can actually afford to live. And so they're going to start... They're going to start going back to traditional families, I think. When you have fewer people, the job market's going to be more competitive. And pay is going to start going up. The economy will contract. But people are going to get paid more. Real estate prices are going to plummet because you have fewer people in the same number of buildings. Supply of buildings is going to outpace demand. And then people are going to be like, holy crap, I have a lot of extra money. They're going to start meeting people. They're going to start pairing up. The basic unit of a human is a pair. Okay? The basic human unit is a pair. It's not an individual. Humans have a tendency naturally to pair up. Whether that's a best friend, whether that's a wife or a husband, the basic human unit is a pair. This is also why in North Korean prison camps, what they'll do is they'll sometimes pair you up with people to make sure you get more work done. And also why when people escape, it's much easier to escape when you are with someone else, when you're in a pair. When people pair up, they're going to start getting married. When a man and a woman... A straight man, straight woman, in a room alone at the same time, they're gonna have kids. It just happens. It just happens. And so they're gonna start having kids, and the population will begin growing again. But they're gonna go through a period of contraction. To be honest, yes, Korea's birth rate is bad, but to be honest, South Korea doesn't have half the challenges that China does because they have a declining birth rate and a super struggling economy. Yes. China's economy is going to get wrecked. The reason why is so much of the Chinese economy is... Oh, we have to take the setback. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But we're at Ascent, and we're at 29%. We can do this. It's going to be hard. Alright, but yes, the Chinese economy is government-backed. It's just propped up by the government. The whole reason for so much of the Chinese economy, economic growth, was just the government dumping money into infrastructure projects and... Oh yeah, true. Isn't baked into fraudulent real estate scams. Yeah, that is true. But I mean, the thing is, back when China needed a ton of infrastructure, that made sense. It made sense why the economy was going to grow, because China actually needs the infrastructure. And when you build all those high-speed rails, then people can commute or to a little bit farther away, and they can travel a lot more, and it's gonna make the economy better. But that demand goes away. You cannot endlessly build railroads to nowhere. It doesn't work forever, and eventually you're gonna end up with high-speed rails that go all the way from Beijing out into the middle of nowhere. I know. Xinjiang is not nowhere, but it's not anywhere close to the same development as Beijing. Connecting Beijing to, Shanghai is not the same as connecting Beijing to Xinjiang or to Tibet, right? It's not the same, and you're not going to have as many people traveling between the two. And so the Chinese government can pour as much money as they want into the Chinese economy as infrastructure, and it's not going to change the fact that eventually you're going to run out of places to go. Is it true that China destroyed many building projects? I don't know that, but it would not surprise me, I have to say. It would definitely not surprise me. Let's recruit, Oh, sweet! We got national supremacy! Sweet, dude! Alright, let's build it in Yangho. We need qualifications. Job seekers. Looking for a new job, and 103,000 of these are unemployed. So we don't have qualifications, but that's alright, we will make them. We are very short on iron and tools. We need this atmospheric engine. It would not surprise me. The reason why it would not surprise me if China was destroying building projects is that if you destroy it, first of all, you've got the jobs that it requires to destroy the thing, and then you got to build something else on top of it. So, and you don't even necessarily need to build something else on top of it if you have, like, these ghost cities where people just kind of, like, own property that there's no reason for it. Then if you're destroying some of these buildings, then you're reducing the supply of real estate, which would increase the price. So to kind of equal it out, level it out. China's problem is that they are slumping into a middle-income economy when their whole economic plan is to become a top-tier economy like Japan or the US. So I don't necessarily disagree with that, but what I am gonna say, pro-country love. What I am gonna say is that China has a very unique problem. China is the factory of the world. They have a lot of these factories that are supplying the rest of the world with cheap, low-quality goods. And those require factories, which are very low-skill, low-income jobs. The problem with that is that its population is becoming more and more educated. And when people spend the time to become educated, they don't want factory jobs. They want better office jobs, and they want executive jobs, and they want other jobs. And so you have this issue where China is not going to be able to keep affording to put people in factories because it has forced education, but it has also forced low-skill, low-pay labor. And That's a serious problem. That is definitely a problem. Patriotic Party. Wait, the petite bourgeoisie is in the Patriotic Party? That's so weird. So, yeah, China has a very unique problem. It's definitely a problem that a lot of the world doesn't even have to deal with. Also, our legitimacy is very low. Let's wait for the election. But we can actually switch to elected bureaucrats. Maybe. We can switch away from tenant farmers, but that'll radicalize the Yangban. Land-based taxation is best for now. Monarchy. Can we switch away from the monarchy? That's going to radicalize the Yangban. We have to be a monarchy for now. Professional army is the way to go for now. Yeah, the only thing I could do is switch away to homesteading, and that would radicalize the Yangban. If we could deal with a civil war, then sure. But I don't know if we can deal with a civil war right now. Take a look at this. 0.14. I don't like that. We're also up to important. Or up to 1.6. Tea, fruit, wood, paper, luxury, furniture. Alright, wood, paper, and luxury furniture. Where is wood most expensive? Here in Hanzong. Alright, wood. Let's look at paper. Paper mills. Anybody started working on the paper? Alright, we had an election. We need to modify the government, but we need paper mills. Where are the paper mills? There. And luxury furniture. Furniture manufactories. We are building some. We just need to expand the power. Expand the furniture manufactories so that we can make more luxury. We are building the barracks. Yeah, that's taking a lot. How can we reorganize the government? Alright. You're going to join the Patriotic Party. Okay. So we got 100% there. We can't even move to homesteading now. We can try Presidential Republic, but that's going to really piss off the Yangban. Let me actually take a look at our bureaucrats. What do our bureaucrats look like? Census data. Hold on. Detailed list? Bureaucrats. We have to find them. They are, for the most part, in the petite bourgeoisie. No, actually. They are... 57% of them are in the intelligentsia, 27% are in the petite bourgeoisie, and 8.8% are Confucian scholars. So, if I switch to elected bureaucrats, it's just going to take away the power of the petite bourgeoisie. And that's an issue. We need to find a way to take more power away from the Yangban. How can we take away their clout? Bureaucrat worthless. Plus 25, JOSEON. Tenant farmers. That's all we got. And plus 25% because his personal traits. Can I just exile you? If I take the Yangban out of the government, I can exile him. 32! Oh my gosh, can I just put somebody else in the government? Oh! Confucian scholars? That's 57. If I do that, now I can take a look at the Yangban and I can reduce their government clout. Oh, the ideology of the ruler is too similar to the head of that action. Crap, dude! Okay. So we're losing Liberty Desire, but... But, 0.15? And now it's 1.7. What are we getting from them? Wood. We need more wood. Alright, let's build a ton of wood. You know what? Screw it. We're building 11 more logging camps. Let's get the wood. You want wood? Let's get wood. We're gonna spray each other with axe. That's a reference. That's that didn't come out of nowhere, I promise. Oh my gosh. That came from this video I produced one time that was just like... The idea was it was a cologne that would take you to this amazing place. It was this fake commercial. It was take you to this amazing place called the Grove, and it would be this amazing, like, beautiful meadow, peaceful. It's like, well, this is really awesome, but how do we get back? And then the idea was we're going to spray ourselves with Axe, but the actor who was in it did not say it right and said we're going to spray each other with Axe. And then the other actor that was in it goes, that sounds so gay. Oh, man. Gosh, you know, I want to have more inside jokes like that with my channel. With my channel, with my community, I want to have some inside jokes with you guys. I don't know how they start. I don't know how to start them. You know? Anyway. Parliamentary Republic would also radicalize the Yangban. We could go with a theocracy. Wait. Why would it radicalize the Confucian scholars? It's gotta be a leader trait. A Democrat? No. He's neutral toward theocracy. They are, the Confucian scholars. I don't understand that. But the Korean supremacist movement, I actually think we can stop bolstering it. We can start bolstering either the peasant movement, which would be good, would be really good for homesteading. We definitely want homesteading or commercialized agriculture, but we do not want tenant farmers. What does the liberal movement want? They don't have land reform in there. They're okay with landed voting. They want more free speech, and they want guaranteed liberties. Let's actually start supporting the peasant movement. The Korean supremacist movement, after all that, has 365,000 people. I almost said troops. Oh, let's promote this guy. Major General. Okay. So we do have some troops now. We got some good troops. Let's see here. Tax tea. We're actually not even producing tea. We're making some money from tariffs too. How are we making money from tariffs when we have an isolationist economy? What is the deal with that? We're still missing out on a lot of taxes in Yangho. Alright, let's do this. They're not even hiring. I think they actually can't find the people qualified. Yeah, they actually cannot find the people qualified. Paper also has to be cheaper. We're currently working on the paper mill here. So... sweeteners, that would be good, because we do produce sugar. It would require more sugar, but it would produce more groceries. And then if we have pot stills, we can require more sugar, but we can produce liquor. Oh, we're gaining some money. Oh, that's because we transitioned from building. How much are we getting from government dividends? 1,200. That's pretty good. We do eventually want to privatize everything, but for now we're good. For now we're okay. Alright, how economically dependent are we? Oh, 0.17. That's terrible. We're at amicable relations? Damage. Let's start damaging the relations. Get the Bessemer process for steel. Good, good. Let's build steel mills. Oh my gosh. Let's build steel mills here. Build the furniture manufactories first. Although, no, let's build the steel mills first. We need to be able to produce steel tools. And we're still working on the atmospheric engine. Our current exposure is what? Nitroglycerin. We will need that for mining, but the atmospheric engine is first. We need 6 months left for that. Empiricism. That's our exposure there, and the exposure here is Napoleonic warfare for mobile artillery, which will be good. So we can actually change that. Okay, building these steel mills, 38 weeks. They're building textile mills, paper mills. Good, good. I don't like where our money situation is right now, though. I just don't like it. I want to build another construction sector, but we just absolutely cannot afford it. Still got this guy. He's 36? This guy's not 36. Let's check this out. Political operator. Ah, gosh. How do we get rid of tenant farmers without going to serfdom? Because it's going to radicalize the Yongbun. And we have nothing else that's actually getting them power. We have nothing else that's actually giving the Yongbun power. Build more universities. I like your thinking. Thank you, my friend. Universities. Let us build. Let us build them. Also, our loyalists are above our radicals. That's pretty good. We have a lot of politically unengaged people, though. Yeah. 17.3 neutrals. 17.3 million neutrals, I should say. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's going down so fast. What is this entangled? Why? Grain. We're not producing enough grain? Are we short on fertilizer or something? No. Where is grain more expensive? Let's build rice paddies here. Alright, we gotta build some more rice farms. We have to build rice farms. We are too economically entangled. I don't know how this happened, guys. We were doing so well. We're doing so well. We also need wood and clothes. Clothes is going to be helped out by the textile mills here. And the private sector is also building some paper mills. So that's good. Gosh, dude. We got to figure this out. Oh, they're at cordial. Our relations are at cordial. This is tough, dude. I don't like 63 Liberty Desire. I do not want to be turned into a vassal again. Let's, I love how this guy's name is Hanguk. That means Korea. That name literally just means Korea. Alright, atmospheric engine unlocked. Alright, we are good on iron mines. We are actually good on all kinds of mines. And we have to figure out another technology. Mechanical tools will be good. So we can make more steel tools, that's very good. So, let's go to buildings, and we are going to change the coal mines to atmospheric engine pump. Iron mines, that's going to help out so much. If being a spy is a crime, why is the profession supported by the government? Being a spy is... being an enemy spy is a crime. Atmospheric engine completed. We got an event. Oh, water tube boiler. Yes, let's actually get free progress on that. Because that's the next one. Condensing engine pump. We are very low on money. And we are at 0.16. We're at 1.8 on economic dependence. We are reducing the price of grain, building more rice paddies. We need to be producing more and more grain. Morgan and Morgan. Demand state. I can't demand anything from them. Okay, this year, in fact, in a couple of months, we can request market control. They're going to deny it, which is going to give us some. It's going to give us some liberty desire. Oh, it's going to deteriorate our relations, too. We need that. Okay, we finished that. Come on. We're at 1.7. We gotta take that price of grain down, dude. Grain is super important. That's crazy, dude. Alright, we're gonna have to, like, raise some taxes or tax some luxury furniture, maybe. Because... Can we tax tea? Yeah, because I don't like where this is going. We need to have a little bit of a surplus. I do not want to go into debt. That's not how I play this game. I cannot go into debt. That should do us for a little while. And then, yeah, we have the atmospheric engine pump going for all of our mines. Did we ever build those shipyards? We did, and they're not really fully employed. We can actually build more fishing... Oh, we already have that. We can do the whaling fleet. Gonna produce more wheat. Or more meat, rather. Alright, we have a surplus like that. That's between constructions. We cannot change anything right now. We don't want to take the power away from the petite bourgeoisie. There's no real reason for that. We can't really change our laws right now. As much as I want to, we just can't. We have some coal mines that could use some more tools. What? The House of E will appear? Do I have an heir? Oh, Myungbo. Okay, I'm sickly. Okay, we do have a surplus. Good. Things are getting a little bit better. A strange superstition. Academics become loyalists for some... Will clergymen become loyalists? Yeah. Let's get that. Foreign Manifesto. The peasant movement. Good. We want the peasant movement to gain traction. They have to support, or they have to pressure interest groups. We don't need the legitimacy. I don't care about the intelligentsia right now. The intelligentsia, actually, they can be helpful in some circumstances. I think they love freedom of speech, which is good. But in some cases, they're just more annoying than anything else. If we can actually get the approval rating of the Yangban up above 10... If we can get it up to 11, I think we can actually try to take away tenant farmers, and they won't radicalize. They will very much dislike it, but they'll be at -9 if we can get it up to 11. But we'll see. We'll see. Building a steel mills. We're almost there. We're going to be using the Bessemer process, so it's going to use more iron. Coal is too expensive. Let's build a coal mine. Let's build 2, actually. I keep putting off all these other things I want to build. But we need to get this stuff in gear. We need to get our economy sorted. And we need to be less economically dependent. I mean, we're sort of working it out. Oh, can we ask them now? Good. This is going to increase our liberty desire when they refuse. Boom. And request market control. That's going to make them refuse. Good, good, good. 0.12. Market control denied. We want them to deny it. Alright, let's upgrade all of our artillery. We're upgrading the mobile artillery. Awesome. Demobilize all units. Okay, good. Great Qing has been trying to improve our relations. Yes, they want to make me more loyal. And I don't want to be loyal. And I won't. They're supporting the regime. If they were not supporting the regime, then I would be losing only 0.01. And we're greatly reducing our economic dependence on them. Okay, we've got to do this. We've got to get our economy sorted out. Are we short on artillery? It's a little expensive. But it's also partially expensive because iron is expensive, and iron mines can't fully employ because coal is too expensive. Tools are also too expensive, but we are working on mechanical tools. 34 months left. So that's how we get more tools beyond just building more workshops. We can, like, temporarily build some more workshops. Where are tools the most expensive? 52, 57 here. There's no price for tools here. Oh no, it's 48. I just couldn't see it. They're more expensive than base price in all instances. Oh, this is base price. Minus 2% compared to base price. Yeah, we could build tool manufactories, tooling workshops, but I'm not going to prioritize it. I'm not going to go crazy with the tooling. Don't go crazy with tools. Don't be a tool. Oh, we are almost out of money again. I think that's because we have very expensive iron, which will go down. Vanna Wars. Yeah, we don't really have a navy to speak of. I say we don't really have a navy. We don't have a navy. Anyways, guys, look, I hate to say this, but I am my voice is suffering. I'm feeling really tired. I'm going to have to call the stream right there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're joining later and you enjoyed the stream, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. We have Tiny Tina's Wonderlands coming out next Friday, and we've got Tokyo 42 coming out next Wednesday. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you next stream. Jacob, thank you. It should be in a couple of days. We'll see. I will post it in the Discord. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and I will see you next time.